So some people think it's safe to be in the same room as your printer when you're printing PLA and PETG. Some people don't. I personally don't think we know the long-term effects yet of 3D printing since it's such a new technology, but I have been getting a ton of headaches when 3D printing, especially around the holiday season when I'm working from home in the office and printing things, whether it's for this channel or printing things for other people. I start to get really bad headaches, and I think that I found a product that's going to solve this for me. There's a company called Voxel PLA, which has a product that they call the Bento Box. And this is a fan and filter system for different types of printers. The one that I got is compatible with all the P1, X1 models, and I believe that it works for Vorons as well. Now, each Bento box costs $40, but if you really think about it, I don't know if you can make it much cheaper. I mean, you probably could shave a few dollars off, but why not support a company that supports 3D printing? I bought two of them, one in their like multicolored style and one in their all black style, along with a roll of their PETG, because why not? Now, I will say I've been running these for a few weeks now, and I've been doing a lot of in-office printing time, probably over 50 to 100 hours of printing over the holiday season. And I see some pros and cons with this product, but mostly pros. This is a 3D printed product. It just arrives in some bubble wrap, and then you have to partially assemble it. You have to put the two fans in, and then the screws that hold in the fans also connect the two bottom pieces. And then there's magnets that are sunken into the prints, so it just kind of snaps together. They also include a screw, which you use to secure it to the bottom of your P1S. And then the wires go through a hole in the bottom of the printer, which come out of the bottom side of the printer. Now, this is where I run into my first con. The wires aren't super long, so they come out of the left side of the printer, and you can easily use the power supply from the left side. But because I have both of my printers sitting side by side, I wanted to have the wires coming out in the middle. And to do that on the P1S that's sitting on the left, I had to make an extension wire. Not a very big con, but it is something to think about if you're doing multiple printers. So this leads me to con number 2, is that they don't supply you a switch. They give you a power supply, which has a barrel connector on the end. And then they supply you this barrel connector plug, which plugs on the end of that. And then that has a positive and negative terminal that you put the fan wires in. Once again, it's not a very big con, but it is way more convenient to be able to just have a toggle switch or something to control it rather than having to plug in a barrel connector every time you start a print. Either way, I came up with a solution for that. So there's Bento Box number 1. There's Bento Box number 2. And then I have this switch that I made. 3D printed the enclosure, 2 toggle switches. And you can turn the Bento boxes on and off. That switch enclosure I made probably took me about 30 minutes to design and assemble. And you know, it probably took like an hour to print, but it was no big deal. In terms of air quality, I tried to use my air quality sensor that I have sitting in my room, but it is not very accurate. I was playing with it, and sometimes it's skyrocketing. Sometimes it says there's no VOCs in the air. Sometimes I'm not even printing and this thing's fluctuating all over the place. So I can't tell you anything scientific in terms of the air quality. But I can tell you that I've spent hours and hours in my office either playing video games or working while I'm printing things in both PLA and PETG and variety of brands, because I just kind of use whatever I have laying around. And I've had 0 headaches since I got this. Now, the smell is less apparent by far, but I can still smell it a tiny bit. Like you know something's happening within the room, but I did not get 1 headache the whole time that I was printing, which is a huge, huge thing for me because it used to happen almost every time I started a print that was longer than 30 minutes. Also, the friend that showed me and recommended me this product, he got it as well, and he prints way more abrasive materials like the PET CF and ABS. He said that it definitely doesn't take away the smell completely, but it improves it significantly, which is a big win. So anyway, this video wasn't sponsored or anything by Voxel PLA. It was just a product that somebody sent to me. So I bought a few of them, I would recommend it. It's definitely helped with my headaches. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.